Hi all, thanks for joining. Just wait a minute, pulling in through Sudha, Hariom, Janvi. Thank you so much. Waiting for Rakhi ji to come. Rakhi, okay, so you're soon going live with Rakhi. Hello Rakhi, it's loading.
Hi. Hello.
Hello Rakhi, I can hear you. Can you hear
Yes,
me?
I can. I can. Yes.
Uh, okay, but I think your video is still loading. Uh,
Is it? Am I not? I mean, am I visible?
yeah, yeah, now you are, now you are.
Yeah.
So very warm welcome, and thank you so much for joining.
Thank
Um,
you.
so just wanted to introduce our audience with lovely Rakhi, our guest today. So welcome to another delicious live of cooking with Rakhi. Today we are diving into Middle Eastern classic hummus. And I'm Abreka Jain and super thrilled to to be hosting Rakhi as she shares her favorite hummus recipes. It's creamy, healthy, tasty, and so easily can be made at home. So whether you have already tasted hummus or you are new to it, I'm sure after this interview or this chat, definitely you want to try at home. So let's get ready for some magic. And before that, a quick introduction about Rakhi. She hails from vibrant princely state of Rajasthan, where colors and flavors come alive in everything she creates.
Yeah.
And she's an expert in adding her own unique touch in traditional dishes. And today she's sharing some incredible passion for hummus, a dish she has mastered with a lot of love and creativity. So thank you, Rakhi. And I want to share with viewers that you sent me those wonderful hummus which are like no preservatives, pure, fresh.
Yeah.
And you said that shelf life is only 4 5 days because they're pure, fresh. And I was thinking how I'm going to consume, but to my own surprise, I just consumed in 2 days. So they were so delicious. So thank you so
That's
much. Thank you so
so
much.
nice. That's so nice to know. Thank you so much.
So absolutely so tasty and wonderful pairings, and we're going to talk more about it. So
Yeah.
thank you so much. So uh, so to begin with, what inspired you to make hummus and how your journey as a chef began?
Uh, See, it is like this, Rekha, that right from the beginning, I was very fond of, making different things and all, but
Hmm,
that never surfaced out as such. But especially,
hmm,
I think most of us discovered our own
hmm.
selves during lockdown, you should say.
True, true.
So that time I was like, yeah, this is something which I really like, and that should be taken up as a profession. I started making some dips and all, different other dips other than hummus.
Nice.
So, but they went off very well, and gradually, uh, with the research, I understood that this is one of the very healthy dips which I should explore more. So I started, reading about it, understanding more about it, and plus, I love colors. I mean, in any form, whether it is food or whether it is the decor, everything I love colors. So this is
Yeah,
the way it started.
and it is so evident as soon as you opened the bottle, the way you had, put your element, that design, I mean, it itself was it was so appealing. It was so appealing,
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It adds the presentation, which it's not only taste, but the way you present. So your sweet bottles and the way you pack and the way you market. I mean, may you make it. I mean, it's very your passion is so much evident there. So,
Yeah.
coming to that, what is your USP, as in why your hummus or your dips stand out from the others, which are so many available in the market?
Uh, I can say one thing which is there. First is there is no preservatives, and secondly, what happens is that it is being made on an everyday basis as per the demands of the people
Understood.
consuming it.
Hmm. Hmm.
So it's
Hmm.
not like when you. I mean, I'm not saying that other products are bad, not that,
Hmm.
but then
Correct.
they are all bottled and kept on a store.
Hmm.
So obviously, because it is a food item which is supposed, once you keep it,
Correct.
the taste changes. But then I make it fresh and give it to you as and when you need it. It's not pre-prepared and kept. Okay, okay, I have these options. Pick up from that. It's not like that.
And
That's
I
the
think
difference.
I think apart from your ingredients, which make it different, is perhaps that ingredient which I think is missing is love. So you make it a lot of love because you customize. I mean, I remember when you were making for me, you ensured that if it is for kids, so then it should be less spicy,
Yeah,
and you blended it so nicely. So I think the one of the the greatest ingredient which you put is your love and your creativity. So thank you so much. So what are some recipes? I mean, if you would want to just say. Or pairings we can do with hummus recipes, if you can suggest like what all we can eat, like basic we know that we usually have it with salads and pita breads and all that, but
right.
apart from that, where all we can use hummus?
Like, see, there are various ways of using hummus. So, like, as directly you can have it as with some salads or some, lavash or pita breads and all. These are the very common things, but you can make
Hmm.
a very nice sandwich out of it.
Okay.
You can toast some breads, maybe sourdough breads are
Hmm.
good, as far as the health part is concerned.
Hmm.
Then you apply some toasted breads where you apply some hummus, and then you have some loads of veggies with some salt and pepper, and then you
Hmm.
just have it like a sandwich. That is the best thing. This is the ideal thing which can be packed for tiffin for kids also,
Hmm.
which is healthy, tasty, and you can use various flavors depending upon what they like. For example, if there are some kids who like a bit of spices, so you
Hmm.
can use like a peri peri hummus or something like
Correct.
that.
Yeah.
And if like for example, if you like some tangy food, you can try some
Hmm.
sun-dried tomatoes hummus.
Hmm.
Or
Hmm.
you can also make it creative. Like I'll just suggest one recipe
Hmm.
wherein you slice some cucumbers and
Okay.
on or carrots maybe,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
you can apply some hummus on top of it, a layer of that,
Hmm.
topped with some julienne of bell peppers, roasted bell peppers, and some
Hmm.
parsley, and you can
Okay.
present it for your party, wherein it can
Oh,
be used as an appetizer.
starter. Yeah, 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 very
I
nice.
mean, there are many ways you can put it on a khakra and then load it with again with some veggies and then present it to the people, to your guests and all. That way you can
Absolutely.
do. Yeah.
And I think your hummus was so tasty that even I was just eating, even without anything, it was very tasty. So I think it is a people want to taste that well. So, but it's a very healthy spread that I think
Yeah.
can be used and I think it's a very nice. It can be paired and combined easily with anything. I mean, all these things are at home. Be it vegetables or salads or breads, but very nice. So how do you balance creativity with with tradition while you experiment? I mean, how do you balance that? Because
Okay. Recently, I innovated a hummus based on the feedback from the friends and the other
okay.
people around me.
Hmm.
Tried making a pani puri hummus.
Oh,
That seems a little, out of the box.
correct.
See, because having our Indian taste in mind, like
Hmm.
we all Indians are super fond of pani puris.
Correct,
So
correct.
just try
Hmm.
to
Hmm.
balance it,
Hmm.
adding some flavors
Wow.
of pani puri, but retaining the flavor of the hummus. It should not
Mm-hmm.
happen that that health, the
The
basic
element.
recipe
Hmm.
should, yeah, should not
Hmm. Hmm.
change. So I
Very nice.
tried using that, and then there was one more thing which I made was hummus using achar flavors, a little
Oh,
bit of
nice.
Indian mango pickle, you can say, adding
Mm-hmm.
that. So that also gives a different twist because see, everybody doesn't have a taste for hummus because even though it is healthy, but we in our, I mean, it's not so
Common
famous with
also. Hmm.
yeah, many
Hmm.
many people or many
Correct.
sections. Uh, so uh, just to balance that out, I tried using that, and that
Fantastic.
was it. Yeah.
It's a good way to make people aware with different flavors which they are already used to. And I'm sure once
Yeah.
people will taste your hummus, there's no looking back. Absolutely. They're absolutely awesome. So, now that we are here, what are the health benefits of hummus, which people might not know? If you can just.
Uh, I think there are like hummus is a dish which is full of health and many things which are
Hmm,
attached to it. But then
hmm,
to
hmm,
just to name a couple of them,
hmm,
it's a very healthy, high protein dish with a lot of
hmm.
fiber in it because we
Okay.
use chickpeas and sesame seeds, and it has some good fat in form of olive oil. Then
Hmm,
which is very good for having your diabetes under control, or if you have a high BP, and even people
okay.
who are dealing with obesity.
Hmm.
Dietitians nowadays recommend that you use hummus for your weight loss. So,
Nice.
I mean, even I mean, it's good for even kids who, yeah, adults, people who are not, because there are some people for whom proteins are not allowed, not for them,
Okay.
but generally it's good for all.
Oh, fantastic,
Yeah,
fantastic. So, what's the most unusual hummus recipe? I think you already said,
yeah.
but apart from that achari flavor or pani puri, is there any new thing unusual thing which you did, experimented with this?
Not right. I am trying a couple of things, but
Okay.
till the time that gets successful,
I
because Pani
understand.
Puri and Achari was taken very well by, because I had tried this thing with say around batch of 50 people. So
Nice.
everybody
Mm,
was very happy with the outcome, and they were like, I mean, it's going well.
mm,
People are
mm.
calling for it, so that shows. And
Wow.
especially if you have a client who is calling it for a particular
Mm.
flavor again, that means it's going well.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you
Yeah,
keep experimenting and you keep growing and you're blending the flavors and as I'm saying with different people, different choices. And so to the viewers, to the listeners, the best thing about Hummus by Rakhi is that she customizes, to the flavors which you want, your requirements, and you can just tell her. And as I'm saying, with a lot of her love and passion, she makes it, and that it's so evident when you just eat it. As I'm saying, the thing which was supposed to last for 5 days, I just ate in 2 days. So
yeah, yeah.
that's a magic
I
of the
think for food,
wonderful
not the
creation.
best thing is because before you eat anything, any food, firstly, it's very important that visually it has to be appealing to your mind.
Correct,
Otherwise, it
correct.
will not go. You will not consume it. It's
Absolutely.
all about eating with eyes. I feel first.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic. So we know that, I mean, if you ask me, I know that the basic ingredient which we use for hummus is chickpeas,
Right.
right? That's the
Right.
element, that's the healthiest thing which
Yeah.
we do. So how do you select that? I mean, when you go to market, there are various variations of chickpeas also. So how do you select that this is the best ingredient for your hummus and this is the best type of chickpeas? Or,
Okay. See, ideally, chickpeas may, what I look at and most importantly is buying the organic quality, because see, you have
okay,
many big chickpeas available in different sizes and all the, but most important is it has to be organic and unpolished, not processed too much. And even the other ingredients, like when you make tahini, because I make my own tahini, I don't buy it from outside.
okay,
And like for even other flavors, we have peri peri. I make a peri peri masala on my own.
oh,
Whatever is possible is being homemade, so that it's
that's
not having any commercial thing. I mean, you do not know what outside what is
correct,
being
correct.
used and all.
Adulteration.
Yeah.
Correct.
So everything, it has to be organic and fresh. That is the key to making a good hummus.
So fantastic. Even the flavors which you are putting are also homemade. So this shows that I mean how pure every scoop we are having. But on that, just wanted to check. I know it's healthy and all that, but is there any quantity which we should have in a day? I mean, or something like that, or I mean,
Okay. Like, see, ideally, if you go to Middle East, there every meal has a portion of hummus with their breads and all whatever they have. So,
okay,
either it is pita
okay,
breads or any forms of breads they
acha,
take. But
okay,
on an average, as per whatever I understand, 2 to 3 tablespoons of hummus in a meal is good. In
Okay.
one meal, that should be
Okay.
good for your body. Because obviously it has to be in moderation.
I
Yeah,
understand. I understand. Yeah.
yeah,
Nice, nice. Correct. Anything in excess is bad. I just asked because,
yeah,
nice. So, what's next in your culinary journey? If you can show. So, in the beginning, you mentioned that you're creating some dips also. So, while hummus is your USP, hummus, you're like
yeah.
experimenting different flavors. What other things do you make? And what all, if people approach you, what all is there
Okay.
which you make?
Uh, yeah, no, because this hummus is one brand which I have, and there is another brand wherein I make dips and sauces and all, but that is
Okay.
something completely different. Like wherein I make a homemade pizza pasta sauce and many other things. But
Oh,
then coming back to this, I have been making baba ganoush and
okay.
some guitar pita breads and all. But then that has not been, made commercially available till now.
Mm-hmm.
So this,
Okay, so what are your plans that subsequently you'll be doing? Is it
sorry,
subsequently you'll be doing? So
yes,
it's in the
I will,
pipeline. It's
I
in the
will, I will.
pipeline. So currently, what all flavors of hummus are there? The one is like classic, piri piri, and
Yeah.
basil.
Then there is an jalapeno flavor. Then
Okay.
I have a roasted garlic. Then there is a
Mm-hmm.
olive garlic. I mean, there are
Mm-hmm.
quite a few flavors, up to 13 flavors you can say.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
in fact, I have a dessert hummus by chocolate hummus, but
Oh,
it's like it is best enjoyed with fruits, ideally.
very nice,
And
very nice. I think kids
then,
would be attracted, I mean,
absolutely,
because
absolutely.
other
And
chocolate spreads we keep having, I think that would have very
this is
nice.
much healthier,
Much,
much,
much
much
healthier.
healthier.
Correct,
Yeah,
correct. When we introduce this to the kids to the early age, then it'll make
yeah.
all the difference. So nice,
And
so nice.
you
So
can actually use that as a spread for even they can have start having fruits with that because generally many a times it's very difficult to convince them to have some
correct,
fruits. So
correct.
maybe mm,
That's what I'm saying. The right taste at the right age, and that'll and the healthy habits have to be at the beginning. So
yeah,
it's so wonderful talking to you, Raki, and knowing your passion for food. And I'm sure all the audience are now looking forward to taste your delicious hummus. But before we end, is there any message you want to tell audience? Anything about your journey or anything which inspired you to do? I know you're highly qualified as well. So, what made you to maybe focus here and because you're doing driving your passion, you're following it, which usually not people dare to do. So, anything on that front before we conclude?
the messages like the journey started with a having a vision of having something healthy, something
Mm-hmm.
tasty because I like good food. So and my son is a foodie, so I have to ensure that things have to be a bit healthy because it is very
Absolutely.
difficult. Yeah. So to all the audience, what I can say is have healthy food for a, having an active lifestyle, good lifestyle, and
Mm,
it's never too late to pursue your passion. Many times we do
absolutely.
not realize at a many times it's very late to understand that what I want to, now, like
Do.
I realized this post 45 that what I really want to do. So, but it's okay.
Never,
Follow your
never
passion whenever you realize it.
absolutely, absolutely. And then
Yeah,
you'll be happy because when your work will become your passion, then you'll enjoy it more and you'll have a
yeah,
more fulfilling life. So, with that, I once again thank you, Rakhi, for your time and for your valuable insight. Thank you so much. It was great talking to you. Thank you and
yeah.
all the
Thank
very
you.
best. Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Bye. Take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye.
Yeah,
Thank you,
bye.
audience. Good night. Thanks for joining.
Good night.